Hey everybody, look who I have.
What's up?
It's Henry, my little brother. And today we are making Henry's Dip Duo.
Yep, cheese dipping guac, best friends of chips.
They are the best friends of chips. So, okay, where did the genesis of Dip Duo happen?
Well, I always had guac with chips because that's like easy to make. My dad always made guac. There's something missing, like something a little less healthy, something a little just decadent.
Right, it was guacamole is missing decadence.
Yeah, it's not like greasy enough, you know, it's like still has like the illusion of health. Like for the cheese dip, I don't know, I just kind of Googled like how to make cheesy dip and then went from there.
So we have 8 ounces of Jack.
Yeah, so Jack and cheddar.
So 8 ounces of each, so a pound of cheese total.
Yeah, usually Monterey Jack is what you're looking for.
2 tablespoons flour, 2 tablespoons butter,
Yep.
and then 2 cups of heavy whipping cream.
Yeah, I put like a little pinch of cayenne and chili powder in there to give it a little bit of flavor.
All right,
So-
well, let's make it.
all right, let's do it.
So first up is
The roux,
the roux.
just the key.
So tell me, I'm curious, I'm gonna quiz you. What does the roux do?
I don't know, what does it do? I just know that it makes it taste good.
Well, it's the binder. Because when you melt cheese regularly,
Actually makes like a homogeneous texture. Right?
that's exactly it. Because it separates. You end up getting cheese that's like cheese, like the curds, but then you end up getting all this oil as well, and it's kind of gross looking and weird.
Right.
But then you add the flour, butter
I see what
mixture.
you're saying, yeah, you kind of like separates into like liquid and like a hard part.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So now I add the flour.
Yes.
And how long do I cook this for?
So you want to get it like a little bit brownish, just a light sort of brownness. So next you want to pour it in just a little bit at a time. You don't want to just like
Yeah.
dump it.
Oh, you don't want to overwhelm it.
No, so like so this is the easiest, we got 2 people, but you'll want to just like be
Stir.
stirring while pouring.
Awesome.
That's what you want to do.
Okay. Whew, so this is getting really thick.
Yep.
So is it cheese time?
It is.
Okay, so same thing, just like a little at a time.
You can kind of dump the cheese in.
All right,
it doesn't really matter.
Go for
You
it.
Just,
That's so much cheese.
It's an
Oh my
aggressive
God.
amount.
That's such an aggressive amount of cheese. All right, this looks insane.
it's got like the Velveeta consistency,
Yes.
which everyone likes without the like nuclear fallout sort of taste.
That's, all right, cool, so it's almost done.
Yeah,
What
so
do we do?
all you need is just a little pinch.
Okay.
Just start out with a little bit.
Well, this has so much fat in it that you can put quite a bit of heat in it. Well, and I bet too when you serve this with the guacamole has a really nice cooling effect.
Exactly. These
we-
are good together.
Yeah, do we need to add any salt?
I would definitely taste it first. Sometimes the cheese itself is like plenty salt.
All right, well, I have some chips here.
Ooh, nice.
So let's give it a quick little
Prepared.
taste. Wow.
I would say it's salty enough right
I
now.
definitely don't think it needs salt, but this is so
Sometimes it
good.
depends on the salt. Like some chips are super salty, and then you want a little more mild of a
Exactly.
cheese dip.
Oh my gosh, it's delicious.
Yeah.
All right, well, before we serve this up, because we want this to stay hot, right? Because it will.
I will say this, so it's not gonna stay like this,
Yeah.
this consistency, if you leave it off the heat. So it does have like a short lifespan.
So this brings us to the guacamole half of the Dip Duo.
A very key component of the duo.
Indeed, and tell me about this recipe.
So this is super simple. This is just like, started from how my dad makes guac.
Which is actually Uncle Tracy's recipe.
Oh, okay.
I know.
Misattribution.
Our dad totally let everybody believe it was his recipe. I think it's even called Dad's Guac, like in his
stole it.
handwritten. Anyway, sorry, it's Tracy's.
Yeah, so I just, I love guac. Always pay the $1.95 extra.
He has
at
the
Chipotle.
T-shirt that says, "I know guacamole is extra."
It's like necessary. But I just, I kind of found what I liked about guac and what I didn't like. Not into tomatoes and corn and stuff. Like, I like to keep it simple.
And we didn't grow up with that.
I've never liked that. I think you're trying a little too much.
Yeah.
The guac can carry itself. You don't need to add all these like random stuff to it.
Gilding the lily.
Exactly.
Tell me what's in front of us.
All right, yeah, so it's just, obviously avocados, of course.
Like 6 small avocados.
And red onions, that's key.
Yep.
Cilantro is like a really nice flavor. Every guac's got cilantro in it. It's like, these are just like necessary.
Absolutely.
Like, you're not gonna find much guac without these in it. But I don't think you need anything else. This is all you need. A little bit of lemon,
Got some lemon for some acid to keep
a
that
little bit
color.
of salt. Yeah, it definitely needs salt. Absolutely key. And just a little bit of hot sauce.
Yes.
To give it like just some heat.
Just a teeny bit of something. It barely
Yeah.
even comes through, but it definitely just helps
Definitely
with the
helps.
flavor.
Yeah.
So lemon on first, and the lemon also helps preserve.
Yes. True.
I'm gonna do the hot sauce
Nice.
on top.
All right.
And do you want to just start mashing it?
Yeah.
So what's your ideal texture for guacamole?
I like it to be a little bit of like bits. I don't want it to be like completely just like goo, like
I
creaminess.
know, I don't like creamy guac.
I don't want it to be super creamy. I want it to be like a little bit. Obviously, the avocados are just creamy by nature.
See, this to me looks good because then if you go in, you'll still get a piece of avocado in
Yeah, you don't want a huge piece of avocado, but just little bits of avocado are
That
nice.
looks really good to me.
Yeah, it's almost there. There's still a couple of big, like, there's still a couple of big parts.
Do you want me to add the other things to it so it doesn't
Yeah,
get
we
broken
can,
down too much?
Exactly, we can start adding stuff.
Okay, and so here's the funny thing is you can kind of eyeball it. So it's really cute. For the recipe as my dad wrote it, it says like, I like more, Jane likes less on every single ingredient.
Mom just likes avocados.
Well, I think the last touch is some pepper.
Yeah, just a little bit of pepper gives it, once again, a little bit of that
A little
flavor.
bit of something.
Something.
There we go. Cool, so I
Nice.
think it's time to try it.
Oh yes. See, guac, you got a taste test.
You gotta taste and see if it needs anything.
Yeah, just give it a little bite.
Okay.
Have someone else taste test it for you.
That's really nice though.
Yeah.
I think it's good. All right, well, let's serve it up. All right, the dip duo
Here it is.
is done. Alliteration. There's a lot of alliteration. All right, well, let's give it a try. Let's see how it goes. So how do you eat your dip duo?
Probably want the guac first.
Okay.
And then the dip, then the
Like
cheese,
that.
because the cheese will like kind of pollute the guac, but the other way around is not the case.
I hear you.
Guac will not really stay in the cheese.
That's really delicious.
Perfect.
That is the height of decadence. Thank you so much for coming on and showing everybody how to make
Of course.
Henry's world famous, now world famous because it's on the internet.
That's how it works.
It's how it works. Dip duo. Thank you. Please be nice to my brother in the comments below.
I can take it.
He can't. Actually, my favorite thing in the world, I don't think I've cried, laughed as much as like this most recent thing, but Henry being a commenter on my YouTube channel is my favorite thing in the world. He is so dry. Like, you are so droll. It's great. So actually, I take it back. Harass him if you want, and then let's like see how he responds. Okay, bye.